What's up, you guys? This is Jay Youngo2 back with another video on my basketball channel, and today I want to discuss the truth about super teams. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Let's get into it, but first, you already know I gotta get this bucket real quick. Hopefully I'll make it. If so, definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get at least 30 likes on this video if possible. That really does help out the channel. Hey man, that's what, like 3 in a row I missed? Dang. Let's get into it. So wait, actually today I'm going to be recording my face. Something I do on a very rare occasion, but in this video today, I want to do something a little different and discuss it in this format. If you guys like this format, definitely let me know and I'll continue to make certain videos like this. But now, when you look at the NBA today with these teams, these super teams, man, over the years now, in this last decade, we've seen multiple super teams and mostly all of them have won NBA championships. I believe really maybe 2 years ago when the Lakers did win the NBA championship, or yeah, basically 2 years ago, the NBA was in a much better scenario then than they were now. Sure, they were probably one of the favorites to win, but the NBA was so balanced with the teams and the talent that was on teams that many teams had a chance to win an NBA title. I mean, this is how the NBA was for a very long time, really. Many teams had multiple opportunities to win an NBA championship in a variety of ways. But in this current decade of basketball, you know, thank you LeBron James for this. Sadly, but the NBA has been dominated by super teams, and you know, he's created this path now for players to really go out and do what they want out of their career, and there's nothing wrong with that. And this is why guys like Kevin Durant, he's won NBA championships. I mean, look at Kawhi now creating his team and the Clippers. I mean, LeBron, of course, going to the Lakers, winning a championship, and him going to Cleveland and making that team to go and win an NBA championship, and the Golden State Warriors. But they were a different scenario because they drafted one of those guys and they just added on Kevin Durant in their situation. But when you look at, because of what the decisions he's made, especially being the face of the NBA, now the NBA is just dominated by super teams. And look at it this year. Once again, the Lakers are probably going to be the favorites to come out of the Western Conference, while you have Brooklyn, who's also added more players back on their roster. They are just as good, if not even better, than the Lakers. And you got basically two super teams once again just battling each other going to the NBA Finals. This is why I remember a few years ago when the Cavaliers, they faced up against the Warriors, when the Warriors had Kevin Durant, and these two super teams came together and fought each other. Both teams were really good, but look at the results in the end, and it was very predictable. And this NBA season is once again predictable. Depending on the health situations, of course, then we know the teams that can go out and win an NBA championship. But the NBA is just going to I don't really think this is going to really help the league grow in a way. When you have two teams, especially like this, who are just really talented and have all the talent in the world to just easily go to the NBA championship and just demolish the competition in their respective conferences, it's not really going to help the league evolve and grow. You know, because it's like more so like you go on 2K and you basically just build a custom roster and you put all these 99 players together, and all you're doing is just put them in a lineup and you just dominate the competition. That's like how this season basically reminds me of. And when I look at the competition, I look at everything that's happening right now in the NBA. The NBA has a very good future and with amazing young talent, and you have all these good teams. And there's a lot of good competition in the Eastern Conference. As I said in multiple videos before, they have really grown, and now it's a very competitive conference once again. But still, regardless, there's still a favorite coming out. And yes, the Bucks have an opportunity alongside a few other teams, but if you look at the West, it's clear to me that the Lakers are the prohibitive favorites. I mean, if Kawhi comes back really fully healthy, they can do something, but there's just so much talent on this Lakers team that once again, this NBA season is very predictable. And that's the problem. When the NBA is in a situation like how it was 2 years ago, when it was more so duos with Anthony Davis and LeBron, and they created that team, and many other teams are doing the same thing. The league has so much more competition, and the league was so much more competitive that it made more entertaining to watch, because you had so many scenarios that can possibly happen, especially when you look at the health. And that's why so many teams had the opportunity, as they did, to go to the NBA Finals and stuff like that, because of health and the things and whatnot. But still, looking at the way the league is today now, what the teams that are created, yeah, they're still mostly duos and they're still really talented teams, but look at the paper on the Brooklyn Nets. They're a big three. And you look at the Lakers, they have obviously the dynamic duo of LeBron and AD, but they have so much more talent on their team. And yes, you may say, man, there's so much talent on this team, it's going to be fun to watch them, but I care more so as a genuine NBA fan of all the entire competition in the NBA, not just these two teams, especially the Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers just dominating all these other teams and just going to the NBA Finals, which is not really going to make a very good NBA season to watch, because there's no point of watching it for fans, casual fans especially, if you already know who's probably going to go to the finals and possibly win. So, I mean, when you look at the competition, especially this season, I don't believe that it's really good for the NBA. I don't believe that these super teams should be the future of the NBA and how the NBA should be in the next, 10 years, especially when LeBron and Kevin Durant, respectively, all these guys are gone. I want to see more balanced competition, because when it's more balanced competition, it creates so many different scenarios and what can happen in that NBA season, with many teams having that opportunity to go and win an NBA championship. It's going to make it more fulfilling to watch as NBA fans, compared to just seeing these teams, these super teams, just dominate every single year and make the season very boring. So that's what I really believe, that how the NBA season should be in these next few years, especially when you look at the talent that's coming in and the competition. I don't want the league to be dominated by these super teams and all these guys coming together, because many guys can still win an NBA championship, just like how Giannis did this year on a small market team, and a team that he stayed loyal to, and he was able to get the job done still and dominate. It's very possible, but it's only up to that guy to make that decision. So that's what I truly believe in, man. Super teams are not really going to make the NBA grow. It's just really going to continue to make the league stagnant, and it's not really going to make it very fulfilling to watch. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Let me know what you think about this format, and let me know if you really agree or you disagree, or your personal opinion on super teams and how they are affecting the NBA today. But I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.